Put the squad car out of the way. Get that squad car there. Right here, pull him up.
On the 3rd of July 2020, just before 10 p.m., Chicago police officers observed a Jeep Cherokee speeding on Homan Boulevard, possibly without headlights. The officers followed as the vehicle turned onto Maypole Avenue and then Lake Street, where it accelerated to over 60 miles per hour. Near Kedzie Avenue, the Jeep clipped another car, lost control, and crashed into a CTA Green Line support pillar before bursting into flames.
Chicago Emergency, Johnson.
Can I have police at Lake Jersey? A fucking car just hit one of the beams and it's on fire.
Okay, hold the line for the fire department.
I mean, there's police out here, but you need a fire department.
This is the fire department. What is the address?
Ma'am, it's at the corner of Lake and Kedzie. Did you not just hear me say that?
No, ma'am. This is the first time speaking to you. You spoke to the police. What is the emergency?
I'm sorry, ma'am. A car was driving down Lake. It hit a beam and it caught fire.
Okay.
Police is out here
So
with
is
a fire truck.
Ma'am, is the car there and is it on fire?
I just said that, ma'am. I said it's engulfed in flames. Did you not hear me?
Okay. You don't need to be sassy. I'm asking you the questions. Is there anybody in the car?
Yes, ma'am. The car wasn't driving itself.
Okay. You're very helpful. Thank you. Police, we're on the way. Can we please get you?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I said the same thing over and over.
On the night of the 3rd of July 2020, just before 10 p.m., 2 Chicago police officers were traveling in an unmarked SUV along Homan Boulevard. As they drove southbound, they noticed a Jeep Cherokee heading in the opposite direction at what appeared to be a high rate of speed, possibly without its headlights on. The officers turned around and followed the vehicle as it continued north on Homan Avenue, then east onto Maypole Avenue. Moments later, the Jeep entered an alley east of Homan Avenue. The officers followed, and both vehicles soon emerged onto Lake Street. As the officers continued eastbound, the Jeep accelerated significantly. Investigators later estimated its speed at more than 60 miles per hour. Near Kedzie Avenue, the Jeep swerved, clipped another vehicle, crossed the intersection, and lost control. The vehicle crashed into a support pillar of the CTA Green Line elevated tracks. The Jeep spun, came to rest facing westbound, and quickly caught fire. The officers stopped nearby and rushed toward the vehicle. At this point, officers worked through the intense heat coming off the burning wreck. Inside the vehicle were 3 occupants, the driver and 2 female passengers, one in the front seat and one in the rear. Officer Aliquin quickly notified dispatch and requested medical assistance as additional units arrived. Both passengers were pulled from the vehicle and positioned on the ground while awaiting paramedics.
All right, here, come on, hon. Come on. I don't. Watch out. Get her out. Get her to the back. He's breathing. Hey, grab her by the leg. Grab her by the leg. There's too much left. Grab her by the leg. Come on. Sorry, can't get in. Come on, hon. I'm gonna help you. I need to pick up her head. Pick up her head. Yeah. Forward. Put your... Back up. Go. Pull him back. All the way to the side. Fire extinguisher. Y'all supposed to be quiet. Come on, bro.
gravity of the situation increases by the second. Police officers are doing everything in their power to extract the vehicle occupants, while nearby civilians also step in, doing whatever they can to help pull those inside away from this burning casket.
He's fucking burning, bro! Niggas are grabbing him. He's burning! All you niggas can do is back! I'm trying to get it!
The strain of the moment is evident as the growing sense of helplessness takes a visible toll on both civilians and officers.
Somebody's got to find a switch. We'll get over here. Get back. Get back.
Officers were unable to remove the driver from his seat, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. One of the female passengers, who was pregnant, was treated at Stroger Hospital. Unfortunately, she died of her injuries the following day on July 4th, along with her unborn baby. The other female passenger was also treated at Stroger Hospital for fractures to both legs and a head injury, but she miraculously survived. Incident on Record documents real-world police encounters using publicly released records. To see more documented cases and help uncover public records, visit Incident on Record weekly.